Nick Estes here, and today I'm going to show you my top 3 ways how to flip a house with no money, okay? How to get 100% financing when you're flipping a house. Let's do it. All right, let's get into it. How do I finance my flip house? This is probably the #1 question I get, and I feel like this holds a lot of people back when this really should not be something that is holding you back. There's a ton of money out there. You just need to know how to access this capital to finance your flip houses. So in this video, you're gonna learn exactly the steps of how to go about it and 3 ways, 3 options for you to get your financing set up on your flip house, all right? All very simple. And this should never be a problem. If you find a good deal, if you have a good deal under contract, money will be your last hurdle. I'm telling you right now, focus on finding the deals. If you have a deal, you can get the capital, all right? All right, so let's get right into it. #1 way, and the way that I recommend that you start if you're brand new, is a partnership, okay? Now, simply what a partnership is you're just going out and you're finding somebody to partner up with. This could be possibly even a mentor, some other person in real estate. This could be anybody that you meet that has money. It could be a family member. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of money that are looking to invest in real estate, all right? Now, if you don't know anybody, if you can't think of anybody, right? You need to expand your circle, expand your inner circle. You need to start getting out there and rubbing shoulders with people that maybe have some money, all right? So if you're just starting out, most likely you want to be running the project and your partner will be the money person. They'll be almost like a silent partner. But the good thing about a partnership when you're starting out, it does give you the option to have someone to talk to, someone to bounce ideas off from, right? A little bit of support, a little bit of moral support to get going. So this is a great way to go about it. Like I said, this is how I started 15 years ago. I actually had one of my mentors and someone I looked up to help me get started, and it was perfect. So I would highly recommend you try to find a partner to go into this deal with. Now, I recommend just a 50-50 split. Very simple. They'll be putting up the money. You'll be running the job. You'll probably be finding the deal. You'll be running all day-to-day operations. But when it's all said and done, you guys will split the profit, 50-50. Now that can be, you can do 70-30. You can do whatever you want. But I found 50-50 is very fair, and it's easy, and it usually works out great for everybody. But if you're just starting, you got no experience, hell, give your partner 50% and take 30. If you're making just a little bit of money, you get the experience, that's more than enough when you're starting, all right? Take that knowledge and move on. So like I say, great way to learn. You won't require any money out of pocket if you find an investor that's willing to put up 100% and get right into it. So we'll talk more about where to find these people in the end of the video, but just remember, #1 way is a partnership. Now, number two is just simply a private lender. Now, essentially, this could be almost the same people as the partnership, but you're going to structure this a little bit different. So instead of going 50-50 with a private lender, they will be actually lending you money. So they will actually have a mortgage or a promissory note drawn up by a local, real estate attorney. Nothing fancy. This is not a bank. So this is essentially same thing. It could be a rich uncle. It could be anyone. It could be anyone that has some money. So some other ways to find these people is, just go to some real estate investment meetups, ask some accountants, ask anyone that has access to people who have money, like anyone that's, usually putting their money into stocks. There's a lot of people out there that have money, a lot more than you probably realize, that are looking for a good investment. There's a lot of people that have money that is sitting in their bank account, and they would love to be able to get a return on their money other than maybe 1-2% sitting in the bank account, right? So the way that I like to structure this with a private lenders is offer them a good return on their money, right? Offer them 10, 12%, right? Usually the average anywhere of, 5 to 12%. If you're just starting, offer them more, okay? Once you get some experience, you can get that down a little bit after you prove yourself. But it's a great way for people that have some money to invest, right? Because it's secured by real estate. If something were to go wrong and you fucked up for some reason, the property goes back to them and they own the property. So essentially it's an investment secured by something tangible as real estate, and people love that, okay? So get out there, prove yourself, right? Make these relationships. So this is what this is all about. It is these partnerships in one or private lenders in two. It's all about building this relationship and improving yourself. The second you meet someone, you don't want to go in there and ask them for money. But if you can prove yourself and show that you're hungry, you're knowledgeable, and you're out there to make a living at this, and they believe in you, they will invest in you, okay? So make sure you're building these relationships and make sure you're working on yourself, right? Make sure you know what the hell you're doing in order for someone else to want to invest in you, all right? Number two, private lenders. Like I said, they're out there everywhere. The people are looking to invest their money. So make sure you're expanding your inner circle. Make sure you're going to these real estate meetups. Make sure you're talking to some accountants, talking to some closing companies, talking to realtors. Build this circle. Build the people around you. Hang out with people with money hanging out, and really start expanding your knowledge, expanding your circle. Prove yourself. And these partners and these private lenders will believe in you and they will invest in you, okay? But number one thing that you're gonna need is you need to be able to find the deals, right? Like I said in the very beginning, the biggest thing you gotta do right now is find the deals. If you have a great deal, you'll be able to find the money, okay? If it's a shitty deal, people aren't gonna wanna invest in it. They're not gonna become your partner, and they're definitely not gonna wanna lend with anything high risk. If it's low risk and you have a great deal, check out some of my past videos on how to find deals. You'll definitely be able to do number 1 and 2. My third way, and now let's say that you exhausted options 1 and 2. Your last resort, which is a little bit more expensive, but it's very easy to come across. And after I went through my partnership on my first couple deals, I went to this. Hard money. So I did a ton of deals with hard money, and I still use it today. I've done hundreds of transactions with hard money because it's simple, it's clean, it's fast, and it's easy, right? So simple. So what is hard money? Hard money is essentially it's not an institution, essentially a non-traditional bank that lends money. So it could be an individual or it could be a group of individuals that team up. And their business is strictly investing in real estate and loaning like a private lender, but they have a business of strictly just loaning money for real estate, for loans, for people that can't get, let's say, a bank loan. So essentially when you're flipping houses, bank loan usually isn't the best because it's going to require a big down payment. They're usually going to require you to do all the rehab costs out of pocket. And it takes forever. You got to take 60 days to get a loan. And when you're out there trying to find deals, speed is your friend. If you can offer someone cash, right? So when you do hard money, you're essentially offering cash because you can close very quickly. With hard money, you make an offer on a property and you can usually close as soon as the title work is done, usually 2-3 weeks, okay? So it's very simple. So when you're going out there with hard money, it makes things very easy. So it's a perfect way to start if you don't have the other options. Now, how do you find these hard money lenders? Well, let me tell you, they're out there everywhere. Their business is loaning money, so usually they're out there even advertising. You just might not know it. So go on to Google and just search, hard money lenders or private lenders in your area. So if you're in Miami, say Miami, Florida, right? Talk to some, mortgage brokers in your area. They know hard money lenders. Talk to some closing companies, right? All these people know realtors. They all know these lenders. They should anyways if they're any good. The other way you can go about finding these is, look on the registry, right? Look up some deeds of past projects. Drive around, you see a rehab project, you can look it up and you can see who has a lien on that property. It's all public knowledge. Usually if you do this, a lot of times it is a hard money company. So just see who it is, right? And call them up. And like I said, once again, you want to build this relationship even with this hard money lender. So you want to talk to them, find out, what kind of deals they like, what they look for in you, all this kind of stuff. And the great thing about hard money lenders is it's really not about you. It's about the deal. The deal makes sense, right? Same thing. They want to make sure that they are investing in a good deal. So usually what they look for is a 70% loan to value, right? So let's say that the ARV, the after repair value of the house, once it's fixed up, is worth $100,000. They don't want to have usually more than $70,000 invested in that, okay? Simple math. Some lenders a little bit more, maybe some are 65, maybe some are 75, but 70 I have found is the average of what hard money lenders want to lend on. So use that as a general rule of thumb when you're going out there, right? And I have other videos as well showing how to break down what to offer on properties and all that kind of information as well, and how to figure out, what homes are worth. But keep that in mind, 70% ARV or the 70% loan to value is what lenders are looking for. So they're out there, they're easy to find, right? You know what they're looking for, just talk to them. So like I said, they're not really looking at you personally. They're not really looking at, your credit score or how much money you have in the bank or anything like that. It's usually based on the loan. So build these relationships, find out what kind of deal they like, and then go out there and find the deal. You have a lender that's willing to lend you money. Now, let's get into it a little bit though. We talked about this video is all about 100% financing, no money out of pocket. Now, usually these hard money lenders do want some money from you, okay? They want to make sure that you have something invested in this project. Usually, in my experience, they want anywhere from 5 to 20% down. Now, if you have no money, how the hell do you get this 5 to 20%? So, say it's a $200,000 project, including what you buy it for and the amount of money that's going to be invested put into it, right? That could be, anywhere from $10,000 to $40,000, right? Or more. So go back now into your private lender pool that you've been building up. Now, there's a lot of private lenders out there or people, right? Rich uncles or families, friends, or people you meet in this inner circle we talked about that have money that want to invest. Now, like we talked about before, maybe some of these people don't have $200,000, $300,000 to invest in cash, right, in one of your projects. But there's even more people out there that have maybe $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 laying around, and they will love to make a good return on their money. Same thing, offer them 5, 10, 15% on their money to cover your down payment on your hard money loan. Simple, right? So essentially, your hard money lender will be in first position, okay? Meaning if something were to go wrong, they get paid back first. But then to cover that nut of that 5 to 20%, you want to go back to your private lenders and have one of them put up the money for that down payment. So say it's $30,000, you find a private lender that will loan you the $30,000 and is secured by real estate again. The only difference is they're going to be in second position, right? And they're going to make, whatever you agree on. Say it's 10% on their money on $30,000. People will love that. They're making a lot more money than sitting in their bank and is secured by real estate. All right? Simple. Build this circle, get out there, network, find these hard money lenders, find these partners, find these private lenders, right? It's all about networking, building this circle, and proving yourself and showing that you got what it takes to be in this business and finding the deals. All right? Now, how much does hard money cost? Because in the other ones with partnerships, you're splitting the profit 50%. Private lenders, like we said, you're going to offer them whatever you want, 5, 10, 12%. Now, hard money lenders are usually cost a lot more. It is expensive because you're going to add on points, right? So usually they're going to charge you 2 to 5 points. So if you don't know what a point is, essentially like 1%, essentially. So say it's 2 points. On a $100,000 loan, that's $2,000. It's 5 points on $200,000 loan, that's $10,000, right? So they're gonna charge you usually 2 to 5 points, and usually anywhere from 8 to 13% interest rate, okay? So I will make another video showing you exactly how to break this down if you would like, but so let's say it's a 6-month loan for $200,000, and they charge you 3 points, that's $6,000, and they charge you 13% interest rate, right? That's another $6,000 for 6 months. I'm sorry, $12,000. So it's gonna cost you $18,000, right? For this hard money loan for $200,000 for 6 months. Now, that's expensive, but if you have a good deal, you can work this into your budget, and it's like I said, it's the cost of money, it's the cost of doing business. If you don't have the other options, make sure you find a deal and make sure you work in the cost of the hard money. I do it all the time. It's the cost of business. You have to have access to capital to be able to do these deals. Now, if you never have access to capital, you're never gonna do a deal. And that's probably what's holding you back at this point. Get out there, find these hard money lenders, find out what they're looking for, find out how much they charge, build this relationship, and come to them with a good deal, and you will get the funding, all right? I hope you found this video very informative. Leave me a comment if you found this helpful. Please subscribe to this page. You can find me on Instagram at Nick Estes. That's the best way to stay in touch with what I'm doing every single day. And to interact with me and get a lot more value, make sure you're joining my Facebook group, Mastering, Wholesaling, and House Flipping with Nick Estes. We got a ton of people in there providing great value, asking questions. So make sure you join that group to learn as much as you can. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.